What's going on YouTube? Buck Wild OG here, coming at you with my first firearm review. Now, I'm hoping that this can be a staple series on the channel and can be enjoyed by many of you or anybody that's watching. I don't know how this is going to go, seeing as this is my first one. Now, I'd like to go ahead and point out that the firearm is clear. There's not one in the chamber, and that we are in a safe environment. There is ammunition over here, but this firearm is not going to be loaded during this part of the video. So let's get right to it. Today, I'll be looking at Smith & Wesson M&P Bodyguard 2.0, chambered in .380. Now I'm going to insert the magazine here, but everybody knows, unless I rack that slide back, there's no ammo in. I'm inserting the magazine just to show you the grip. Now this is the extended mag that offers you 12 shots, and I'm just showing you how you get a nice extra bit of grip right there when you put that in. And this is the configuration I carry in. So this magazine. Now, I don't carry this firearm often, but when I do, it's usually for a specific reason. This firearm is very lightweight, very small. This is the Smith & Wesson Bodyguard compared to a Glock 19, showing clear for all you nerds out there. Look at that size comparison. So, as you can see, there's quite a big difference. Now this is my daily carry on the right, but look at that. Look at how much thinner that is. I'd say that's about 1.25 inches, maybe, on the 43. But whereas this is probably about exactly 1 inch, maybe a little less. But this gun fully loaded. I run Shield magazines, so I have 15+1. This gun fully loaded. I can't throw this in, some gym shorts or something like that, or some baggy sweatpants with no belt. It's just not possible. It'll weigh it down. People will be able to clearly see it you're carrying. So although this gun has lots of amazing uses, this one's just a nice lightweight option to be able to, just get a little holster like this one. Not sponsored by anybody or anything. This is just a little leather Houston holster. And, you stick the gun down in there nice, and you can just tuck it on in between your baggy shorts or sweatpants, or say you just don't feel like wearing a carry belt that day. Anything. And this gun's not heavy even when fully loaded. It's very small footprint on the side of your body. I mean, look at that. It fits almost in the palm of my hand. And for reference, here's a 9mm cartridge next to this firearm. You can see, I mean, it's not even the width of a cartridge. That's crazy. It's crazy how thin that firearm is. Now, I'm carrying with some golden sabots here, hollow points. That's what I keep in mind. Really, if you're gonna carry .380, my personal opinion here, I wouldn't run it without hollow points. And that's just because you're gonna get a lot more damage out of this cartridge right here if you're running hollow points. I mean, compared to a 9mm, we run hollow points in a 9mm to do more damage. This ammo is a little old. It's been carried daily. That's time to replace that. But we do 380 has often been called 9mm short. In fact, the case, same diameter. In fact, you can chamber this in a 9mm. It'll shoot. It just won't cycle the gun. There's just a little bit less stopping power. But, I mean, at the end of the day, anything will kill a man. Any bullet will kill a man. I don't care what you say. Whether it's 9mm, 22 long rifle. I mean, you can kill a man with almost any bullet out there. And this is a hell of a lot better than having nothing on you during those days you don't feel like doing a full dress out, you know, carrying everything on you. You just want to have a lazy day, run to the grocery store, or hell, you just want to run to the mailbox with something that ain't so heavy. You ain't got to grab your belt, strap everything on. This is the perfect weapon for that. That's honestly what I really like about this weapon. Now, let's talk about some of the features of this gun. So, for starters, it's got great serrations on the front and the back. Can easily get a good grip on the front to rack it. Easily get a good grip on the back to rack it. Very easy takedown. Just flip this lever right here. Let the slide go forward. Pull the trigger. And there you go. Your gun's in pieces. Put it back together. All you got to do, pull it back. Relock that lever. And boom, you're good to go. You're ready to start shooting people. Or targets. You know. You can see that sight picture. I don't know if you can see that very well. Try to get that lined up for you. It's got a standard post sight in the back. A single dot in the front. A lot of people like to color these back posts. Personally, I don't. I like to leave it like this. It's got a good high visibility front sight right out the box. Now let's talk about that trigger pull. We'll go ahead and get a close-up of this. Bam. So we're taking up, take up. We hit a wall, smooth break. All right, again, take up, take up, take up, hit a wall, bam, smooth break. It's not a very high pound pull trigger, not at all. Perfect for a significant other, you know, woman, man, somebody that has, you know, not so good arm strength or hand strength or grip strength or whatever you're looking for, you know. So I mean, it wouldn't be a fairly bad option for somebody that, you know, can't just get on a good hard trigger pull. Which personally, I mean, if you're carrying a striker fired firearm nowadays, most of the trigger pulls for them aren't that bad. But I mean, you never know who's carrying, and this could be perfect for somebody. Now, it does often work, in my opinion, a lot better on someone with smaller hands. As you can see, my finger can trigger, my finger can quickly and easily go past the trigger guard. But if I'm going to pull down to get in there, I can't just slide it in very easily. Got to bend my finger a significant amount to get it in there. But once it's in there, it's very easy to shoot. So in a quick situation, you know, you're pulling out, you might have to take a few extra magnets to get your finger situated in there, because, you know, this trigger guard's pretty small. I mean, I'm used to carrying a lot larger firearm, and I can just slip my finger right into this, just like that. So I feel like it's a lot easier to find the grip on that 19 or 43X. But I mean, like I'm saying, I don't every day carry this. This isn't something I carry every single day. Is it something that I could carry every day? Absolutely. I mean, I don't see nothing wrong with this firearm that you couldn't carry it every single day if you wanted to. Price point is not too bad. I think I got this one at my local shop just under $400. I don't remember my exact price I paid. I believe it was in the $360 range about. I do quite a lot of business with my local shop. Sometimes they throw me a bone. Sometimes I throw them one. You know how it is. if you do a lot of business locally. Support your local businesses any way you can. But I mean, the gun's fairly well built. It's nice, heavy-duty polymer frame. Somebody that doesn't have a lot of arm strength, you know, like some older individuals might have a harder time pulling it back. I just noticed that on mine in particular, this one is pretty brand new. I've only shot this like 7 or 8 times, so I've not put a lot of rounds through it. But so I mean that slide can be pretty tight to work. But I think with age, as you put more bullets through this thing, it'd get a lot better. And you see it's your standard, you know, polymer frame, metal inner workings. Got a pretty good recoil spring. Not super heavy or anything, it's just decent for what it is. I mean, and for this gun, you really don't need a super heavy duty recoil spring. Oh, hold on here. Fumbling around like I'm an ATF agent over here. I've noticed this when it's in properly, it does stick out a little bit. Not a fan of that aesthetically, but I mean, I'm not looking at the gun when I'm needing it for self-defense. I'm using the gun, so looks, your gun don't gotta look pretty. As for trigger pull specs and everything on that, I'm not entirely sure. I'd say it's less than 2 pounds in my opinion, but I don't have a tester. I can't honestly say that, you know, and say that that's definitely factual. All I know is it's a fairly decent gun. I haven't had any jams in the few clips that I have fired out of it. And I find it just to be a nice little carry gun that I can, you know, pack away. This would actually even be perfect for a vehicle gun. I mean, you know, set it right in between the seats. I mean, of course, you gotta be careful with that, depending on where you live. Obviously, always inform your officer if it's a duty to inform state, because if they ask and you don't inform them, you're not gonna be in for a good day, I can tell you that. But overall, I'd give this gun, if I had to rank it on a scale of 1 to 10 on for 380s, this one would get a 9.5 on my rating. And that's because I've owned several 380s. I started with the Burst of Thunder, and it's a big heavy gun. You know, it's a good shooting gun, but it's just not a nice gun to carry because it's heavy. I upgraded to the Glock 42, and it's a good gun. It's just I'm not a fan of 6+1. You know, only getting 7 shots nowadays is unacceptable in my opinion, unless you're a 1911 guy. And I don't like to carry 1911s. I like to carry as much ammo as possible. Never know when you're going to get into a firefight or anything, any situation. You never know. I mean, if 7 guys walk into the gas station, and or 7 or 8 guys walk into the gas station, you know, you pull your firearm, you draw down on them, you start shooting, you're not gonna hit every shot you fire. I mean, nobody ever does. And if you don't, well, you don't gotta reload, you're screwed. I mean, so it's better safe than sorry, in my opinion. But I can't think of much more that I'd like to say. And this video is just my opinion on the matter. It's not, you know, 100%. I'm not saying, oh, go out and buy this Smith & Wesson right here. You know, I'm not sponsored by anybody. It's just something I do. You know, I collect a lot of guns. I actually got this one to replace my Glock 42 that I was talking about earlier, because I wanted something that had higher capacity. This gun's also smaller than the Glock 42 by a little bit. So, do I like Glock? yes, but at the same time, I like capacity and I like carryability in a 380, and I think this is the perfect gun for that. So if you enjoyed the content, you like tabletop reviews, leave me a like, comment, let me know what you think about the Smith & Wesson 380. Let me know what you think about the Glock 42. Hell, if you want to, let me know what you think about the Burst of Thunder. I don't care. I'll talk about anything and everything you want to talk about. If you enjoyed this video, please offer to leave me a like, comment, subscribe. I mean, I'm just trying to make a nice little community out here, and I hope that you know, some people will feel happy about watching some gun content. Hope y'all enjoyed. Buckwild OG signing off.